and we looked at the programme and we looked at what was being offered, it was so closely linked to the needs that we were seeing in school that it made so much sense for her to follow that avenue and to go down that route of that training. So a good example is, we have a child who's in the class where our assistant SENCO is based, very, very complex, high levels of anxiety, is selectively mute, so she doesn't really communicate verbally in school at all. And when we looked at the programme, there was loads of bits that we had that child in our mind, and we were able to say, well, you could definitely do that one. That one's going to be really helpful. And then be able to come back and share some of the things that she's picked up from those sessions with the teachers, with the other TAs working with her, and also with the parent. And I think it just opens up a door of training that's sometimes you need that those really specific things, and having someone who can access that and then deliver that information back to the people working with those individual children is really helpful. Often when we have training provided by other externals, it can be quite general. So I think it's quite the offer is there's lots of specifics in there that you can kind of pick out the bits that are going to be most helpful for your cohort of children. In our assistant SENCO's position, she often has gone, do you know what, I don't know what our next steps are. That's not quite working. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my training program. I'm going to see if there's anything in there that I can have a look at. I might have a research about something, and that can all be actually part of her learning time that she logs as well. So she's invested in that. She's invested in finding solutions because she knows that's part of what she's doing within that qualification as well. So I think that's the biggest impact. It's having someone who can see something through from the beginning all the way to the end and look and constantly be reflecting and monitoring what's happening for those individual children and those individual scenarios. And we've been able to group children as well. The training enables those members of staff, enables them to have the confidence to take over when they're needed, and to fill in the places where the workload is huge, and we all know the workload is massive. So I think it's really flexible, and I think you could make it work dependent on the needs within your school.